I thought Uche Mefor was mature than this. When my opinion was sought by some people concerning Mefor's quitting of IPOB, I told them I may not like to discuss that on this channel. I said the matter was complex, or is complex. I didn't really want to look at such disagreement between Mefor and Onyendu IPOB. For me, Mefor has chosen to quit IPOB, and that was it. Let's respect his decision. I've watched a lot of Facebook live videos of people cursing Mefor, some saying he's a betrayer. You know, several people saying this and that about Mefor. I waited to listen to where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would rain insult or at least criticize Uche Mefor, but I didn't find any. Perhaps he did, but I haven't had that particular audio or watched the video. Please send me a copy in case you have one. I've always wanted not to discuss Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefor's separation. Yeah. I had Mefor received several advices not to quit IPOB, but he did, and that is his own opinion. Anyway, I am aware that the deputy slots in IPOB, the deputy, has since been squashed off. So even if Mefor returns, nothing like number 2 man of IPOB again. So the moment he left, that position was squashed off. And in fact, I had some other IPOB top wigs also went their ways, mainly the UK wing. I knew when Mefor announced, when MNK announced the closure of IPOB UK. Yes, I was following. So I've always advised Biafran agitators to avoid any clash with Mefor, since he remained a Biafran agitator in his newfound group and broadcast. Though I managed to listen only once to his broadcast. But I learned from a confident source recently that several enemies IPOB have made were as a result of Mefor's attitude. The same person who told me they said Clayton Udo was in the list of those Mefor provoked and they became enemy of IPOB. Well, none of all I had about Mefor made me really think he was bad or he's bad. I told friends that Mefor was free to leave IPOB and join any other pro-Biafran group or even start one. My focus, and it has always been Biafra, as always, and not factions. I'm looking at the goal. I'm not looking at I belong to IPOB, I belong to this. I'm looking at what are we getting at. Once the goal of freedom is the target, I was fine with anybody else. And I kept hearing from around that Mefor is not out for Biafran struggle, but just to contend with MNK and IPOB. He is out to fight. That's what some people are telling. All this while, I still didn't care to listen to any of his shows. Yeah, I didn't listen. I've not watched just once that I managed to. But Uche Mefor disappointed me lately. In fact, today, being the 24th of April 2021, he disappointed me by what I saw on his wall. Look at the screen and you see it. He wrote, "Indeed, there shall be election in Anambra in this 2021. The excesses of Nnamdi Kanu shall be put test in this. We cannot be fooled again." What nonsense. Mefor, you were part of this organization and both of you announced election boycott several times. Then you never claimed to be fooled. You never claimed to be fooled then. Now you rant that you can't be fooled again. Oh my God. It is not that I support election boycott or not. But I'm so much disappointed in you, Uche Mefor. You were part of this organization. And I'm not telling you to stay. And you felt election boycott while you were a member of the IPOB, while you were number 2 man. You felt election boycott was necessary. How come you quickly reneged on that? Now I am convinced you are out to fight. I'm not against that fight, even though I want peace for all of the Biafran agitators. I am just disappointed on your approach, Mefor. Certainly, you don't have to all agree. But then, there's a way you do things. If I were you, Mefor, I wouldn't even comment the way you did regards the election. That isn't the place to take the fight. Let's even assume IPOBians are fighting you. There are many more matured ways to handle it. Remember, if MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is guilty of whatever, you are equally guilty as well. In fact, I am being made to believe you are not for Biafra freedom. Lots of you people are not interested in our freedom. Therefore, you can change. I realize some people are interested in power. They want to shine, they want to be noticed. On your case, Mefor, I think you want to hit back. I know IPOB people, some of them attacks. They have attacked your integrity. But most of the time, I see people who are agitating for Biafra are because of money and fame. If not so, you should have been focused on the struggle rather than fighting yourselves. Mefor, again, I say I am greatly disappointed in your post. Even though I may support the election to take place, I may still support the election to take place, but I don't think your comment was necessary. My brothers, you guys should not wash your dirty linens in the public. You guys are more than this. Okay, and for example, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, let's assume he's talking about Anambra election and saying it won't hold. You don't need to contend with him on that. Your perception should be, you should think about how outsiders feel first. Let's not create the impression that we are so disunited in this struggle and the enemies are laughing. Just like Ijele. There was a time I talked to Ijele. I went to his wall. I asked Ijele, what do you want? Are you for Biafra? Is it just that you don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's approach? What is your problem? And I followed conversations there. I realized Ijele would rather want to please other Nigerians who doesn't want Igbos to go. All this is he was doing part of what he called fighting MNK. So most of these guys, I don't say if you fight MNK, you don't believe in Biafra. No. But some of the times, what these guys are doing, they are fighting the Biafran struggle. They are against the Biafran struggle by their attitudes. But if you ask them, oh, we will deal with MNK, we will deal with MNK, they are trying to scuttle the processes or our moves towards being freed. You go to Ijele's wall, oh, guys will be commenting, Biafrans. Ijele will be, hey, I have guys that are supporting me. That's, you could imagine. And these guys are running you down. These guys are running, IPOB is different from Biafra. Of course, you could say IPOB is the foremost agitation group as regards to Biafran struggle today. But then IPOB is separate from Biafra. But the way most of us fight, as if IPOB is that Biafra. And you wonder the kind of people that gather at Ijele's war. They are people, they are not people fighting MNK. No, they are people fighting Biafra. They surround them. Their aim is pull down Biafra. And they will be hailing you, Ijele, Ijele. And each day, Ijele will make a video. He must come on air. He will mimic. Some of the time he puts on Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. While Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting, he is countering. These are not the way to go about it. Sometimes we make a fool of ourselves, thinking we are fighting certain people.